Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is... Where are my XP bubbles? Today is Wednesday, March 13th, 2019. My XP bubbles have arrived, that's good. Yeah, so, mid of March, that's crazy. I am a little bit concerned because, as you know, my goal is to finish the PhD thesis, or at least to have completed the content of it by the end of March. And, now it's... Oh dear, Minecraft. Minecraft is freaking out again. Okay, are we back again? Oh no, oh no. Okay. Alright, this was interesting. It was very interesting. So, Creeper has been diffused, very good. Yeah, I like to have the content complete by the end of March, and I slowly start to run out of time, and that's concerning. That's... Are you friendly? Okay, you're friendly. That's really concerning because you're stupid. You're just stupid, spider guy. But okay, okay. Oh man, this crazy guy. Can I also get this zombie guy into the cactus? No, this one is too clever. This one is used to those desert to the desert vegetation. All right, how do I get into this pyramid? I like to explore because this is the reason why I ended this episode here. All right, that's the way to get in here. Now we need to be super careful that we are not getting surprised by some angry guys. Okay, look safe. So, yeah, it's a little bit concerning, but snap! I'm getting encumbered again. But I'm still in good hope that I might be able to get it done. But on the other hand, days like days like Tuesday, like yesterday. Yeah, I start to doubt it because every time I think, okay, today I can write the thesis, I can continue to write the thesis. Things start to happen, and respiration 3, golden apple, 2 golden apples, nice, that's cool. We are encumbered, which is not so cool. Maybe I can leave the sand here and the... do we have punch 2? Punch 2 is actually quite nice. That's really a thing I like to keep. Maybe I'll leave the white wool, or well, let's see. Wow, another golden apple and a lure 3. Okay, that's not so much of interest. Some emeralds, diamonds, 2 diamonds, sweet. This is cool. Okay, let's take diamonds. Right, nice. Yeah, things start to happen again, and how to do this? How to do this properly? Can I just store those 2 here maybe? Right. Grab those 3 and start to build up that pyramid again. Now let's give me those stones, and now I can use those to get back up and to beautify the pyramid again. Yeah, things happen, like a constant stream of emails, and it's really a lot that's going on, and this of course delays the process of oh snap, of writing the PhD thesis, and this makes me sad because, dang it, because I really like to get it done, and so yeah, I don't know, but yeah, emails are really the bane of my existence. It's quite crazy how many emails I receive per day, and I theme to become popular more or less because I received yet another request to review a paper. So apparently other scientists start to be aware of myself or so. I don't know. But yeah, they start to be aware of me. And that's interesting. On the other hand, yeah, I don't know. On the I think the paper I'm asked to review is really interesting. It sounds really interesting, and I really like to read it. But on the other hand, I like to finish this PhD. I don't want to do other things. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. But we will see. There's still half a month left to get it done, and maybe today, and if I'm really lucky tomorrow, I can write on that thesis, and yeah, there's not so much left to be done until I can send the first draft to my advisor, and by sending the first draft to my advisor, I mean that I'm content complete, which would be super awesome. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed that I can get it done. This would be super awesome, and I would be super happy about it. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing going on. Then yeah, let's discuss. Ow, shoot. Let's discuss a quick question from Matthew. Well, not really a question, but topic, because he was quite surprised and excited about the outcome as I presented the one paper that got accepted about the usability issues of my one game, that because there's a specific interaction technique in the virtual reality version that greatly affects the learning outcome and the efficiency. And I mean, sure, this might at first sound a little bit counterintuitive, but I think that's also a thing, how much you're used to virtual reality and how much do you know about this specific technology, because basically right now with the controllers we have, we can simulate all the normal actions you would do or you can do with the environment, considering that you just have two hands. This might sound weird, but that you don't have tools basically. So you can grab, you can point at things, you can maybe throw things. Sure, this is tools, but most of the time it's like, okay, you grab a thing, you interact with an object, you manipulate an object, but then you just do it with a single object. When you then think about typing, entering numbers or so, which is the case for my serious game for mathematical matrix algebra affine transformation things. And oh man, I sold it bad. I really sold it badly, this topic. Where's my boat? There's my boat. So yeah, you basically need additional things when we want to use our computer, when we want to type some numbers, some even characters or so. we do have our keyboard, so we have specific buttons we need to press in order to do so. Sure, you could simulate a virtual keyboard inside the virtual environment, but how do you know that you actually pressed a button? I mean, sure, you can provide visual information, like, okay, you highlight this, or even audio-visual information, that once you hit a key, you receive an audio-visual feedback, and you know, okay, I hit a key, but you don't have this haptic feedback, which makes it super complicated. And the next thing is, for really noticing where your hands are, you do have your controllers. The controllers are tracked, but they are relatively large, so they're not fingers. And this makes it even more complicated. I mean, when you want to create a virtual keyboard, then you... Oh dear, what's going on? Then you also need to somehow track that you used one specific key. And right now it's pretty easy when you do have your keyboard in front of your desk, but for having a good usability, for being able to use it in virtual reality, the keys need to be relatively far apart, and then you still have just your hand, and you have to use your hand to select each key on the virtual keyboard individually, and as a result of this, you still have to move your hand, your entire arm back and forth, and the keys have to be apart so that you don't press two keys at once when you think, okay, I want just to press one key, but when the keys are too close to each other, then you maybe slightly move your arm to the left or to the right, and suddenly you press a different key, and this is of course also is bad. And yeah, in this case it's really hard to do those things without actually having the device, so the keyboard, the real keyboard inside of your environment. The next thing is, sure, you could track a real keyboard, but then when you are using virtual reality, you normally have nothing around you. I mean, sure, I could sit at my desk and use the keyboard, but when I stand up, when I move from left to the right, or when I rotate myself around, then suddenly the keyboard is no longer present, or is basically behind me. So the keyboard physically is behind me, and this causes a lot of problems. I mean, it's super hard to explain this, because we're talking here about this three-dimensional environment, and perspectives and situations, but I hope I somehow can convey the problem that exists, because just consider you stand in an empty room and you want to type something without a keyboard, without a desk, without anything, and that's really where it's complicated, where it's problematic. So finding a good interaction technique that allows for typing inside the virtual environment is relatively difficult, and we made a good compromise. I mean, our compromise is, as I just presented, we are using some kind of small little virtual keyboard, but as just discussed, you need to move your entire arm to, let's say, the keyboard is relatively large, like this area here. So you have the one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I want to type 19, I have to basically touch here, then move the arm up there and touch here again, and maybe press a button or so to confirm the selection and to confirm the key I'm currently pressing, or where I am currently holding my controller at or so. And this, of course, is way slower than basically having your two hands lying on the keyboard, the physical keyboard, in the normal desktop 3D version, where you just sit at your desk. And you just have to use 2 fingers. So if you want to type 19, you have your hands on the keyboard, and you maybe use the left index finger to type the 1 and the right index finger to type the 9, and this is done in a fraction of a second. Whereas in the other thing, you have to move the entire arm. So in this case, it's really the problem of the technology, because you basically need to be able to track each little body part individually, so like your fingers, so and really track them very in a very great way, so that you don't have any latency or anything when you really want to simulate a virtual keyboard. And then it's still very problematic, because you don't have this haptic feedback. So if you just imagine you have in front of you nothing, and suddenly you have this virtual keyboard, but you can't feel it. You move your hand towards the keyboard, but you don't know, am I touching it? Am I not touching it? So it's super hard to also type on this thing, because you don't know, am I too far away? Am I hitting it? Am I not hitting it? So in this case, it's super complicated to find a good technique, and also to have the technology allowing for a good typing without having a physical device. And so in this way, yeah, our solution was, as just explained, to move the entire hand, and this is way slower. And yeah, in this case, we had those effects, and I think that's really a thing you can't fix that easily with the current technology. So yeah, I hope I made sense with my explanation, because even for me it's difficult to really discuss this, because it's just a thing that is hard to comprehend when you think about 2 different dimensions at the same time, and you have the virtual environment, you have the real environment, both to some degree intersect, but then they don't. And yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting, and I hope you understood what I was talking about and why it's so complicated. So yeah, and it's still fascinating that this small little usability problem, more or less, has such a great effect on the outcome, on the ooh, that's a sweet place. This looks cool. This looks really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, what's going on there? This also looks beautiful and interesting. Cool. I like to investigate that. Yeah, this more or less explains the problem, and I agree with Matthew that it's very interesting that such a small usability issue has such a great effect in terms of the efficiency and in terms of the learning outcome, and it also shows a very important finding, more or less, or result, that if you want to develop serious games to somehow educate players in a specific topic or so, or use it in an educational environment, then the usability plays a critical role, because the game can be super fun. All my participants enjoyed playing the game. They really had a blast, and they wanted to continue playing the game, but from just the point of view of getting really a high effectiveness, it's super difficult, or it's super bad when you then have those efficiency problems. So in this case, yeah, usability is a very, very high priority, not only from the point of view or from the effect that it affects the user satisfaction, but also that it has an impact on the learning outcome. And that's really the core finding, and one of the core contributions that, okay, serious game developers have to pay attention to do a lot of usability testings, because otherwise their product won't be as effective as other products. And that's really, really a great outcome, at least from my perspective. So yeah, now I talked almost the entire episode about virtual reality, and I hope you understood what I wanted to say, because it's, as I said, really, really a complex thing. Maybe you have now also some a twisted brain or so, because it's way too crazy to think about the reality and the virtual environments, and everything is connected, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's a crazy topic. Speaking of crazy things, last time I told you the story of getting used to contact lenses. I am really enjoying them, and especially doing sports. While doing sports, it's super amazing. No problems anymore. It's just amazing, and I'm still smiling. I'm still super happy, and sport is way more fun now. Way more fun than it was before, and that's crazy. And sport already was fun, so that's also fun. Those little things, those little floaty things. So super happy. I'm really happy about this decision, and that I gave it a try, and that I'm now using them. There was one thing I wanted to talk about concerning the lenses. Yeah, basically I'm super happy, and I'm quite sure as soon as I finish the recording of this episode, I will remember, because this was a thing I wanted to tell you on Sunday already, but I missed it, and now I still can't remember it. I can't recall what I wanted to say. So maybe it's not that urgent, maybe it's not that important, but punch 2. Can I get a punch 3 then? Would be interesting. Oh no, is punch 2 the maximum? I'm not quite sure. Need to do some research on that. Punch 2 is already the highest tier of enchantment or so. What do I wanted to say with the lenses? It's super cool. It feels, it's just amazing seeing everything sharp. So now I repeat myself. I told you this last time. So I think before I will continue to just try to remember I wanted to say, I think it's time to end off this episode. It was quite a weird episode, I would say. I'm really interested in you hearing if you understood this virtual reality topic or not. And I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you will join me the next time. In this case, thank you so much for watching. Let's see, okay, I started here. This means I can, once I finish this map, also go to this direction and start the next map and go basically down again. I think this would work out, so that I'm not exploring a map twice or so. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I will see you again in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you! Thank you.